U.S. naval operations and tensions in the Strait of Hormuz. U.S. naval destroyers have crossed the Strait of Hormuz, CENTCOM says. 2 U.S. Navy destroyers have passed through the Strait of Hormuz and have started mine-clearing operations in this crucial waterway, according to a statement released by U.S. Central Command, CENTCOM, on Saturday. CENTCOM reported on social media that the destroyers had moved into the Arabian Gulf after transiting the strait. The command further announced that additional U.S. forces, including underwater drones, would join the clearance operations in the coming days. Statements from U.S. leadership. President Trump commented on Truth Social, stating that the United States was performing a favor to countries all over the world by clearing mines from the strait. He also declared that all of Iran's mine-laying ships had been destroyed. Later, speaking with reporters as he departed the White House for Florida, President Trump remarked, "They probably have a couple of mines in the water. We have minesweepers out there. We're sweeping the strait." Iran's response. In reaction to the U.S. operations, Iran's Revolutionary Guards issued a statement threatening a harsh response to any military vessels attempting to pass through the strait, according to Agence France-Presse. The Guards' Navy Command, in a statement distributed via state broadcaster RRB, warned, "Any attempt by military vessels to pass through the Strait of Hormuz will be dealt with severely. The IRGC Navy has full authority to manage the Strait of Hormuz intelligently. The IRGC specified that only civilian vessels will be permitted passage under certain conditions." Diplomatic efforts. While tensions remain high, Vice President J.D. Vance traveled to Islamabad for direct trilateral negotiations with Iran and Pakistan. However, after a 21-hour negotiation session, Vance reported in a Sunday morning briefing that the United States and Iran had not reached an agreement, stating that Iran had chosen not to accept our terms. The vice president left Islamabad shortly after the press conference. Saturday's meeting marked the first face-to-face talks between the U.S. and Iran since the 1979 Islamic Revolution. Prior to these discussions, the highest-level direct contact had been a phone call in September 2013 between former President Barack Obama and then Iranian President Hassan Rouhani regarding Iran's nuclear program, mine threat, and security concerns. U.S. officials revealed to CBS News in late March that American intelligence assessments indicated at least a dozen underwater mines have been deployed in the waterway. These devices include the MUM-3, a moored naval mine equipped with sensors, and the MUM-7, a sticking mine that remains on the seabed until a vessel passes within range. Both types are manufactured in Iran. In addition to mines, drones and missiles have been used to block ships from traversing the strait. Impact on global oil supply. Roughly 20% of the world's oil supply passes through the Strait of Hormuz. During the ongoing conflict, President Trump issued stern warnings to Iran, threatening to target its power infrastructure and cautioning that a whole civilization will die if the strait remain closed. The conflict effectively halted the passage of oil tankers and other commercial ships through the strait for 6 weeks. Submarine traffic resumed following a 2-week ceasefire established between the U.S. and Iran on Tuesday, but overall activity remains low, according to marine transit data cited by CBS News. Analysts have cautioned that global oil supplies will likely remain disrupted for several months, even if a ceasefire holds and marine traffic returns to normal. Henning Gloystein, managing director for energy, industry, and resources at Eurasia Group, explained that repairs to damaged oil refineries and energy infrastructure would require significant time. He also noted that oil tanker operators in the region would need at least 2 months to resume regular operations.